Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Gana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Stapita Swayam Rupa Kada Mahiyam Dadati Swapadanti Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sagana Raghunatham Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsya. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Shunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Hridahintaha Stohi Abhadrani Vidhunati Surasatam Nyasta Prasa Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. We'll be talking from chapter 2, verse 2 of Bhagavad Gita today. It's a bit a long one, but we'll try to finish in like next half an hour or so. We're on a tight deadline. Sri Bhagwan Uvacha Kutastva Kasmalam Midam Kutastva Kasmalam Midam Vishame Samupastitam Anarya Jushtam Asvargyam Akirti Karmarjuna. Sri Bhagwan Uvacha Kutastva Kasamalam Midam Vishame Samupastitam Anarya Jushtam Asvargyam Akirti Karam Arjuna. Sri Bhagwan Uvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Kutaha, where from? Tva, unto you. Kasmalam, dirtiness. Idam, this lamentation. Vishame, in this hour of crisis. Some upastitam, arrived. Anarya, persons who do not know the value of life. Justam, practiced by. Asvargyam, which does not lead to higher planets. Akirti, infamy. Karma, the cause of. Arjuna, O Arjuna. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? They're not at all benefiting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planets but to infamy. Purport. Krishna and the Supreme Personality of Godhead are identical. Therefore, Lord Krishna is referred to as Bhagavan throughout the Gita. Bhagavan is the ultimate in the absolute truth. Absolute truth is realized in three phases of understanding, namely Brahmana, or the impersonal, all-persuasive spirit, Paramatma, or the localized aspect of the Supreme within the heart of all living entities, and Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Verse 11, this conception of absolute truth is explained thus: Vedanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yaj jnanam advyam brahmeti pramatmeti bhagwan iti subhadyate. This absolute truth is realized in three phases of understanding by the knower of the absolute truth, and all of them are identical. Such phases of absolute truth are expressed as Brahmana, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. These three divine aspects can be explained by the examples of the sun, which also has three different aspects, namely the sunshine, the sun's surface, and the sun planet itself. One who studies the sunshine only is the preliminary student. One who understands the sun's surface is further advanced, and one who can enter into the sun planet is the highest. Ordinary students who are satisfied by simply understanding the sunshine, its universal pervasiveness, and the glaring effulgence of its impersonal nature, may be compared to those who can realize only by Brahman feature of the absolute truth. The student who has advanced still further can know the sun disk, which is compared to knowledge of the Paramatma feature of absolute truth. And the student who can enter into the heart of the sun planet is compared to those who realize the personal features of supreme absolute truth. Therefore, the Bhaktas, or the transcendentalists who have realized the Bhagavan feature of the absolute truth, are the topmost transcendentalists, although all students who are engaged in the study of absolute truth are engaged in the same subject matter. The sunshine, the sun disk, and the inner affair of the sun planet cannot be separated from one another, and yet the students of the three different phases are not in the same category. The Sanskrit word Bhagavan is explained by the great authority Parshurama Muni, the father of Vyasadeva, the Supreme Personality who possesses all riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation is called Bhagavan. There are many persons who are very rich, very powerful, very beautiful, very famous, very learned, and very much detached, but no one can claim that he possesses all riches, all strength, etc. entirely. Only Krishna can claim this, because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No living entity, including Brahma, Lord Shiva, or Narayana, can possess opulences as fully as Krishna. Therefore, it is concluded in Brahma Samhita by Lord Brahma himself that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one is equal to or above him. He is the primeval Lord, or Bhagavan, known as Govinda, and he is supreme causes of all causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Anadir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. There are many personalities possessing the qualities of Bhagavan, but Krishna is the supreme, because none can excel him. He is a supreme person, and his body is eternal, full of knowledge, and is bliss. He is primeval Lord Govinda and the cause of all the cause. That's from Brahma Samhita 5.1. In the Bhagavatam also there is a list of many incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna is described as the original personality of Godhead, from whom many incarnations and personalities of Godhead expand. ete kamsaha kalaha pushmaha pumsaha Krishna tu Bhagwan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mardayanti Yuge Yuge. All the lists of incarnation of Godhead submitted here within are either plenary expansions or part plenary expansions of the Supreme Godhead. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. Therefore, Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead and the absolute truth, the source of both the Supersoul and impersonal Brahman. In the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna's lamentation for his kinsmen is certainly unbecoming, and therefore Krishna expressed his surprise with the word kutaha, wherefrom such impurities were never expected from a person belonging to a civilized class of men known as Aryans. The word Aryan is applicable to persons who know the value of life and have a civilization based on spiritual realization. Persons who are led by material conception of life do not know that the aim of life is realization of absolute truth, Vishnu or Bhagavan, and they are captivated by external features of material world, and therefore they do not know what liberation is. Persons who have no knowledge of liberation from material bondage are called non-Aryans. Although Arjuna was a Kshatriya, he was deviating from his prescribed duties by declining to fight. The act of cowardice is described as defeating, thanks Mataji, befitting the non-Aryans. Such deviation from duty does not help one in progress of spiritual life, nor does it even give one the opportunity to become famous in the world. Lord Krishna did not approve of this so-called compassion for Arjuna for his kinsmen. Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I think this verse sort of explains everything. Anyway, I don't even know what to comment on it. Prabhupada have explained so nicely the duties and where we belong, and the 6 opulences of the Lord and the definition of Bhagwan. I don't know what do you want me to say. However, I do have a little bit of creation that I was listening to from various sources, Prabhupada, Gurudev. I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 2. And I've collected some notes I would like to share with you and open up the discussion. If you like to please input, please let me know. So anyway, who knows the age that we are in right now? Kali Yuga, right? And does anyone know, apart from like the regulars, how long does it last? Yeah, wow. Ooh. I said apart from learned. Anyway, so that's 100% correct. So let me just give me 1 second. So yes, Kali Yuga lasts 432,000 years. And you know what's the age before that? What's the name of it? Dwarpa Yuga. So Dwarpa Yuga, it lasted 864,000 years, right? And before that was Treta Yuga, and Treta Yuga lasted 1,296,000 years. And Satya Yuga, the very first one, lasted 1,728,000 years. So now can anyone tell me the age of planet Earth? Like what's the 4 yugas equal to? Bit of maths for you. So it is all together. I couldn't remember, so I had to write it down. Yeah, go on, Prabhu.
Isn't it more than once these time periods have been?
Sorry, come again?
Isn't it more than once these time periods have been?
Yeah, we'll come to that, but I'm asking altogether how many yugas of the 4 yugas have come to equal to?
It's about 3.5 million.
You were close, yeah. 4,320,000 years. 3,020,000 years, wow. So, I mean, I'll give you a little bit of an overview where we belong and what our journey is in this class. I mean, I don't know what else to speak on, but I can share this with you. So, and times that by 4, right? That equals to 1 day of Lord Brahma. And what did we do this morning? Apart from waking up, brushing our teeth, and going to work. Imagine that. In a day, Lord Brahma did all that.
I chanted when loaded the van. Did some service.
Did some service, huh? And probably got tired and gonna go to rest now, do some chanting, and that's it. Imagine Lord Brahma has to do that and bear all the pain, sitting down, first coming onto a lotus, and without knowing who he is, and he has to meditate for years and years and years, and then finally realizing who he is and what he has to do. Then doing all this in a day, I think that takes a lot of courage. So 1 day of Brahma is like this, and then equal to that is a night, and in Sanskrit it's called 1 kalpa. So 1 kalpa is equal to 1 day of Brahma, and that's 1,000 cycles of 4 yugas that I've just explained. Yeah, so imagine that. So hang on, we're going further than that. This is just this beginning. So and after that, so if you double that number that we multiplied by 4, so 4,303,020,000 years, you multiply by 1,000, not 4. You multiply by 1,000, and you double that number. That's 1 night of Brahma. So he gets the double rest basically after doing so much job. So anyway, and he lived for 100 years like this. So he lived like 100 years like this, right? Altogether. So that's actually, if you want to refer that to, you can refer to Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, 17, verse number 17. Prabhupada explained very nicely. Anyway, so moving further. So, but where does Lord Brahma come from? And what's his origin? So I hinted lotus flower, but anyone else? I haven't even heard anything about origins of Lord Brahma. Please share. Yeah. From the navel, yeah, that's right, yeah. Belly, yeah, why not? It's totally fine, the same thing. Okay, so get ready. So let's start from beginning now, right? So we all know Krishna, and we all know he expanded himself, and Lord Brahma came eventually, and whatever happened. But this is not how it actually is done. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, verse 22 and onwards explains very nicely. So Krishna expands himself into Balaram. And then from Balaram, he expands into Narayana. And then Narayana expands himself into 4 quadruple expansions. So this is the first 4. Yeah, go on. Guess, please. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. That's 100%. It's Vasudeva as well. So Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, and Sankarshana. Then that was the first one. Then Sankarshana, he then expands himself again into same quadruple expansion. So he expands exactly the same. And then from that quadruple expansion, Sankarshan, he then further expands himself into Narayana. Right? And then from Narayana, 3 Vishnus emerges. Right? 3 Vishnus emerges. So the first one is... That's right, yeah, I can hear. Second? Garbhodakshaya. And third? No. Mahavishnu is another name for Karanadakshaya Vishnu. So, Karanadakshaya Vishnu is the first one, Mahavishnu. Or Mahavishnu. Then Garbhodakshaya and then Kshiradakshaya Vishnu. Right? So what does Karnadakshaya Vishnu does? What's his job? Huh? God, that's too much to do. That's still too much to do. He just breathes. He just lies in Karna ocean and he just breathes out. And you know what does he breathe out? Absolutely. Innumerable. There's got no count to it. Innumerable. And then after that, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu comes. Go on, you got a question? Huh? No. That's further. Wait. Further down the line. So then comes Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And then from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu comes who? No, Prabhuji, you're skipping this. Wait. Go on. Guess. Lord Brahma, he's the creator. He comes out from his navel. That's how Lord Brahma comes out. So, okay. So now going back a bit. So what happens after Narayana? Sri Vishnu emerges. Okay. What's the first one? So Karnadakshaya, Garbhodakshaya and Kshiradakshaya. Okay? And then from here on Garbhodakshaya now. From Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Lord Brahma comes out. And then the last one is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And from Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, that's where your localized Paramatma is. That's what Prabhupada is saying. Your localized Paramatma is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And you want to go back to where? Krishna. And where are you now? We're in temple, of course. But what age and where are we as compared to Krishna? That's what my point was. Just think about the journey, where you have to be, how you have to go, and imagine how valuable your life is, like Krishna is saying. So if you don't realize who you are or what you're doing in this life, imagine you have to come 8 lakh species again to take just one human birth. And that opportunity will be given to you to realize Krishna. And if you lose your 100 years, that's it. You go back as a snake, you go back as alligators, you go back as God knows who. And then you have to... Yeah, go on, Prabhu.
I didn't understand this, Prabhu. Garbhodakshaya is a local...
No, Garbhodakshaya is where the Lord Brahma come from, the navel, the belly.
Yeah. So what localized you?
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
So
Yeah.
how to go back means like you are now Kshirodakshaya.
Yeah.
So you have to go to...
Krishna. So you meditate, you chant Hari's name. And then of course Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is expansion of who? Narayana. And then of course he'll link you. Yeah. He will link you back, don't worry. Because a name of Krishna and Krishna himself is non-different. So when you chant Krishna, he hears. There's no two ways about it. He'll definitely hear. The power of mantra is so strong. I'll tell you a little story that I recently heard from Gauranga Prabhu. So there was this lady who was attacked by a witch, right? And she was a devotee, so she started chanting Prabhupada's Prabhupada's Pranam mantra. And then she was chanting Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale, right? And then that witch ran away. She said to that lady, stop chanting this mantra because this old man is looking at me. Probably you can't look at him, but he's looking at me, staring at me and asking me to leave. If you don't stop chanting right now, he might pick up his cane and hit me. Can you please let me go? That's the power of mantra. So when we actually call out mantras, when we actually call out the personality who we are bowing down and we are showing our gratitude, that personality actually comes and listens to what you're saying. Krishna is very merciful. He will listen to what you're doing or what you're doing. His satellites are moon, sun. They're looking at you. They're watching you. They're actually making a note in whatever activities you're doing. Do not ever forget that whatever we have breaks, everything is Krishna's arrangement. And yes, we've seen an example of Prahlad Maharaj that Krishna exists in everything, living, non-living. It doesn't matter because eventually it came from Krishna. So like that, Lord Brahma creates world only after getting inspired from Krishna himself. And a lot of people actually get confused here. They say, oh, we want to go to Brahma Jyoti, we want to achieve that. But why do you want to do that? One may ask, what's the point in achieving something that's just effulgence of Krishna? That's actually not Krishna himself. And whereas Lord Brahma himself, he says, Ishvara Sach Paramahas Krishna. And he says it, that Govindam Adipurusham Tam Aham Bhajami. He's saying in Brahma Samhita that pray to Krishna, I am not the creator. And in Bhagavatam Canto 2, verse chapter 5, Lord Brahma is again saying that all the demigods, all the yogis, all the Brahmins, all the people who are even all the planets and stars that you see up in the world, they're actually part of a big drama or a big stage show that you see. And the actual person behind it, that actor, is Krishna. They're helping Krishna, they're serving Krishna, they're trying to please Krishna. But we think, oh, these planets are they're just there. They've got no meaning. They're different lokas. They have got meaning. And different pastimes of Krishna are happening in those yugas, in those planets. But we haven't got the vision, we haven't got the purity to see all that. We think, oh, it's my life, bubble, one life, you live whatever you have to. And then even demigods also serve lords from the different parts. It's not like Lord is just a little tiny energy and he's up there and a lot of people actually say that, oh, he's formless, he's got no form. But actually, have you read Srimad Bhagavatam? When Narada Dev explains to Dhruva Maharaj, when Dhruva Maharaj is on a mission to achieve Krishna in 6 months, he explains what do you have to concentrate on. And it's as easy as that. You have to just concentrate on that form of Lord and you'll achieve him. It's not hard. It's not a lot to ask. You just have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But then again, a lot of other things happen in between. So all the mystic meditation, yogis, and all the methods, whatever we see people are practicing in this planet, they're actually trying to please Krishna somehow or other. Yeah, they don't know. They might be praying to Lord Mahadev or Brahma. They might try to please some demigods. But eventually they don't know that in next lifetime or a lifetime after, they'll be linked back to Krishna no matter what. But then one may ask, then why are there so many diversions? Why do people say, oh, Indian religion have got 33 million demigods? What's the reason? Oh my God, can we not just write one thing and just ask people to accept it? But then I can say, are you same people? Are you on the same platform? Absolutely not. You might have a mode of goodness more than mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Then where do you belong? So three modes, that's why 3 modes of nature came in place. When Vyasadeva was writing the scriptures, literary incarnation of Krishna, he wrote with that vision that down the line, it's going to happen. The people are going to fight over each other, or people are going to fight about my God is better than your God. So might as well create 3 aspects of the scriptures where people who are more in mode of passion, they follow Lord Brahma. Or people who are ignorant, they try to follow Lord Shankar or Mahadev. And people who are in goodness, they believe in Vishnu. So eventually you come to that platform of mode of goodness. That's how you will progress further in your bhakti, in your spiritual life. But whereas if you try to take this stair and I say, okay, jump from first to top, you might not be able to do it, right? So you have to take step by step. So who knows, in last life, you may be a bhakt of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva is the greatest meditator on who? Lord Krishna himself. It's explained so many times, so many where, that Mahadev is the biggest. He's the biggest. No one can beat him in bhakti. No one can. He's always meditating. Even though he's got his wife Parvati with him, even then he doesn't get distracted at all. That's Mahadev. And Mahadev then might eventually take your hand and say, okay, there you are. I'm not the cause of all the causes. Krishna is, so please go to Krishna. This might happen. So we have to take step by step. And you should be very lucky. You should feel that you've been in part of this movement, and you've accepted the ways of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. It's amazing. And you've actually purified your life just by coming here and, rendering some services. It's amazing. On that note, I would like to, another 5 minutes. It's okay, we'll take questions. Okay.
So,
Yes, Prabhuji.
how does one figure out their duty in regards to the what's it called, the Sudra and the different aspects?
Yeah.
How do you work that out? How do you figure out where you are on that platform?
Okay.
How do you figure it out?
So the first duty is to purify our heart, Prabhuji. I wouldn't even go in those 4 categories, because we are all Shudra. There's a verse that when I was doing Samskara course, we had to remember, Janmane Jayate Shudra. That from Janma, we are all Shudras.
From birth we're all.
Pure birth, yes. We were all born as Shudras. But by learning the scriptures, by mercy, by chanting the holy name, we get a second life. And then we become Brahmins. And my answer to you will be, as it is. Just read as it is, and just try to, whatever you do, just try to be sincere. Because don't forget, you might be thinking that someone's not looking at you. That guy there is actually looking. He's got his satellites everywhere, don't worry. Even if you're in a room, you say, who's going to look at me like that? Yeah. Trust me, that sunshine particle that shines in your room, he'll look at you. And then I say that to everyone, and I've said that in so many classes, that just before you die, who knows who's going to die anyway, right? But that one moment, 1 second that you get to see your whole lifetime, where you get evaluated, are you going to go there, or which hell are you going to go to, or where are you going to get promoted to? Make sure that 1 minute of that video snapshot is worth watching. Otherwise, you'll be ashamed of yourself, what you're gonna see. So that's the answer to it, Prabhu. I hope that helps.
History in the making right now. History books will be written about how we behave.
Absolutely. That's another way to look at it, yes. Prabhu.
Just briefly, can you, in one day, what we should do as a devotee or practicing devotee, how can we start a day and finish a day to be in Krishna consciousness? The moment we wake up, how would you divide that day? How do you...
Personally, what I do, I can,
for somebody who's practicing.
So personally, what I follow, I can share that with you. That might help you in, because like I said before, no one knows when they're gonna leave this body and get transferred to another body. I try to achieve everything I can, so I'll try to read in a day for at least 10-15 minutes, at least one verse. I'll chant 16 rounds. I'll do my Gayatri. Then I'll also try to listen to as many classes as possible. So when I'm traveling to work back and forth, I'll put my headphones in. I'll listen to some class. And the key to success for this kind of lifestyle is waking up early. I know it's hard. England is not the greatest in the weather, and the timings are a bit odd. But when you do wake up at 4:35, it does help you a lot, because your mode of goodness starts, Brahma Murata starts at that point. And try in a day, if you can render one arati to your Gurudev or something like that, it really helps you. And of course, the more you get this kind of taste, the more it'll help you to stay strong in your sadhana. I was actually listening to one of the classes yesterday of Gurudev, and he mentioned that if your sadhana is weak, you will fall down very easily. Practice makes the man perfect, and if your sadhana is not good, then you will get attacked by Mahadevi a lot. So I think key to success and answer to your question will be try to read as much as possible. Whenever you get a moment, I think we've got apps in the phones. The best way is to like sit on a floor, on a mat, and try to read that way because it's more of goodness. And try to do those activities less that'll distract you from your path. Like watching a movie, listening to different. Yeah, you might want to take a break from some things, but don't get deviated too much. That yeah, that's another one. That's the biggest distraction. Instagram, Facebook, and all. Again, if you're watching Arati there, Panchatattva Darshan, or taking darshan from around the world, then that inspires you. Sometimes you come across that videos, inspiring videos, that okay, this Bhakt has reached there and he's sharing his pastime, their life with you, then you might want to look at it. But I'm not saying you can't, if Krishna would have forced you to do something, then you would have hated it. So force will never do anything good to you. So you have to be lenient, go easy on yourself, take baby steps. So maybe give your addiction slowly and steadily rather than just taking one giant leap. Oh, I'm not going to do this from tomorrow onwards, and then 3 days later you're back to square one. So just steady, keep steady in your practice, keep steady, and you'll be fine. And of course, association is really important. If you keep associating with the right kind of people, with mindset, you won't deviate no matter what. Because Sunday sanghas that we do, it's a sangha, it's a way we call feast so that people come to associate with right kind of people and lift up each other. So I might be feeling down, but I see Radha Vinod Prabhu, I see Benam Prabhu, they are dancing, jumping, and they'll grab my hand, okay, let's jump, let's feel the holy name, and my tension lighten up straight away. So this is very important, right? Associating with devotees is very, very important, and that's the key to your practice as well. That'll inspire you to do more. That's the answer to your question. Anyone else? Yeah, Prabhu. What do you mean? Elaborate. So sadhana is your practice. Sadhana is another way for your practice. So sadhana is maybe you can decide, say, okay, I'm gonna try to wake up at 6. It's okay if I'm 15 minutes late, no problem. But I'll try. That should be my window. I'll try 6, and then 2 weeks later 5, make it 4, and then your Gurudev, I said, because Guru is the most mercy incarnation of the Lord. So if you try to please Prabhupada, he'll be so merciful that he will lead you to Krishna. So that's why I said when you offer respects or when you offer arati to Prabhupada, Guru Puja, those things really help you. See, 7, yeah. You can do.
7.
Yeah. It's okay, you can do whatever time you want, but as long as you're doing something with devotion, that's important. Or you can do Gaura Arati in the evening, 7 p.m. That's still an option.
I find that I can wake up early in the morning.
Okay.
And I can't keep going. I need to sleep even at 7, 8.
It's okay.
2 hours. I need that.
That's okay. Nap time is okay. You can take siesta.
I think I'm too hard on myself. Actually,
Everything will happen eventually. Like I said, don't practice too military that, okay, I need to do this. If I don't do this, I'm going to condemn myself. Don't do it. Otherwise, you're going to hate yourself at the end. Don't. It's okay. We are all trying to be devotees. One day we might reach there. But it's okay. Don't go too hard on self. It's okay. But practice a strict schedule will help. That's why sometimes people move to temple just to learn the hard way. And then they'll keep following that through when they even leave the temple. They do that. A lot of people, they go to Mana, they'll do a little course like Bhakti Shastri or Bhakti Vaibhav or whatever not. And then that way they become that motivated to wake up at 4, go for Mangalas. And you get, because association, again. Anyone else? Any comments or any?
Yeah, I would say it's understood from my short experience actually. Shastra said that actually what you've said by doing this whole sadhana is very important, but association, the service, and everything actually goes with the mercy of the Lord, the mercy of the Guru. Actually, if I get into the mood of the Guru, if I try to follow Vani, which is instructions of the Guru, Vani service, sometimes Vapu can be, but Vani is most important. Follow hearing and the everything and the reading. What you've mentioned actually. everything goes by the mercy of Shri Gurudev. That's why it's very important. Shastra says that it's actually by the mercy. I can tell my Gurudev, right? Say, I didn't choose anything. Everything comes from the mercy of the Lord. You even don't need to find the Guru. I mean, it's by the mercy of the Lord it comes in my heart. I mean, and then by following and trying to please the Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada Jagat Guru, I think that's what I heard. It's only qualification this year is like this age is the mercy,
chanting of the holy name,
mercy and the holy name. So
without chanting, you can't really please
please
the Guru.
like, no, Shudras, all Shudras, like
We all children.
no qualification at all.
We don't have any qualification. We are just dasa, anudasas.
Yes.
That's what our mood should be.
One little tip I help here in begging to Lord, because sometimes we think that we can do things on our own. We have to feel that helplessness. If you feel helplessness, then beg to Lord, because after all, everything we should be centered. If you sincerely pray to Lord and beg to Lord, then things will start happening. Lord see that sincerity of people.
You have to pray. You have to beg for mercy.
Sincere, I mean, sometimes they are crying in front of the Lord, and it really helps to purify the heart.
It's very hard to do so. Yeah, we can't just cry. We barely cry for.
Shouldn't be artificial.
Yeah, shouldn't be.
We really say
Absolutely.
in the struggle, which we all struggle.
We all
Just
do.
be open and be honest, because after all, Krishna knows everything. So if you just be honest and say, I'm struggling, and I'm trying my best.
Just be merciful.
If you do that every day sincerely, then you see something amazing happen.
Sometimes people write letters to their deities.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'll admit I have done that. Like
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And then Jesus get it away.
no, I just used to put it in front of them. They'll read it. It's fine. And just I did that and all sorts of stuff until they were merciful even to give me a guru, and then all this happened up to here. But yeah, you can write. You can express your gratitude however you want. Just beg for it. You have to beg for it. It's like your father might know what you want, but he's not antaryami. You have to really ask him, Dad, please get me this. And then eventually your dad will get you something. So it's like that. And the key is to access the Haldini Shakti that Srimati Radharani. If you please her, it's like when you ask your mom, if you ask your dad, then the things get done really quickly, right? So, or in our case, Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Ram is very merciful. He's very merciful.
He left his mother and father.
Yeah, he went with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah. But I'm saying take shelter of Nitai. Nitai will get you Gauranga easily. Yes, now we'll chant. Yeah, we'll chant one Hare Krishna round and
One slow round of Mahamantra.
concentrated. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
AnandaRupa.